So we started our one-day trip from Hyderabad to Medak. This is a quick shot from the passenger seat. You can see how peaceful the road looks. I was the designated Google Maps navigator and the DJ for the day. Kudos to the people who trusted me with both directions and the vibe. Honestly, I'm really good with my music, but the Google Maps not so much. After about 2.5 hours of driving, we finally made it to Medak. This right here is the Medak Cathedral, one of the biggest churches in all of Asia. It's not just the church though, the Medak diocese is actually one of the largest in Asia in terms of area. This church itself was built during the early 1900s by a British missionary named Reverend Charles Walker Posnet. The story goes that during the famine, he started this construction project to provide work and food to the local people. It took almost 10 years to complete, and honestly, you can tell. It is built in Gothic revival style with massive pillars, pointed arches, and the prettiest stained glass windows you'll ever see. Each window tells a different story from the life of Jesus, like his birth, his crucifixion, and his resurrection. Photography was not allowed inside, so obviously I couldn't take pictures. But honestly, the stained glass windows inside were really pretty, and the atmosphere was really calm and cool and peaceful. There were even birds playing inside the ceilings of the church. There was also a priest inside who will say your prayers and your wishes. After exploring Medak Church, we headed to Edupayala Temple. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing it wrong, but yeah, it's tucked away near a village called Nagashanpalli, and the drive there was honestly so pretty. Lots of trees and tiny streams along the way. The temple is dedicated to goddess Durga Bhavani, and it's called Edupayala because several streams of Manjira river meet right here. One uncle noticed me taking videos, and the next thing I know, he's instructing my friend to film while he puts a tilak on my forehead. I guess that's how you officially get welcome here. Devotees tie these dhagas here with prayers and their wishes. When I was a kid and still believed in God, I guess, I remember tying my dhaga and praying for animal liberation and for the world. It took me a while to realize that maybe no one's actually listening. But even now it feels weird standing here thinking that one of these dhagas might be for passing an exam, while the one right next to it could be a prayer for someone's cancer to be cured. There are so many baby monkeys in the temple just running around and minding their own business, and I had to give one of my coconuts to them. And later my mom told me that it was Hanuman Jayanti, and maybe I guess it was the only correct way to celebrate Hanuman Jayanti. These dresses were so cute, the dolls were wearing, and I got myself a Hermione Granger keychain. Hi karo, hi karo. Hi, hi, hi. Hi karo. Hi. Okay, so spot the cute little green birdie challenge. So after visiting Edupayala Temple, we found a nearby place. It was really isolated and it was really calm. The place had such a chill vibe, and we took some rest after our lunch before heading out to Medak Fort because we know we had to climb and trek a few steps. So yeah. After lunch, we made our way to Medak Fort. It was built way back in the 12th century by the Kakatiya ruler Rudra Deva. The fort was originally called Methuku Durgam, Methuku meaning cooked rice, because apparently even during sieges, people inside never ran out of food. It has these massive stone walls and 3 big gates with carvings of lions and elephants. Most of the fort is in ruins now, but the views from the top are absolutely worth the climb. You can even see the Medak Church. see what is written. Whoever destroys, removes, injures, alters, defaces, imperils this monument will be punished. Okay, never mind. So if you are planning to visit the Medak Fort, I'll suggest you to visit it in the afternoon because the sunset from here looks really amazing. The climb was no joke, honestly, but hey, at least I got my cardio for the month. Walking past these giant stone doors felt surreal, like people centuries ago walked through the same gates when everything wasn't crumbling. And now here I am just casually strolling by, and it kind of gives you goosebumps if you think about it. By the time I reached the top, my legs were questioning my life choices, but it was so worth it. If you listen closely, you can hear my lungs screaming for that real life. Soon my fairy tale came to an end because I realized there are more, like I have to climb a bit more to reach at the top. But at this moment and at this point, I was so done. The climb went on and on, but don't worry, the trail was nicely decorated with plastic bottles and chips packets. Of course, it wouldn't be a real historical site without some Indian style graffiti. There were confessions of love scratched into the stones, initials, hearts, and the whole deal. Centuries of history, and someone still needed to let the world know about their 10th grade crush. True love, indeed, true love. So that's it for today. You know the drill. Hydrate yourself, be kind to animals, and keep reading books.